Hello there and welcome to Non-Dairy Cards. Today we're going to go through a few more LCS finds from some local card shops that I visited today. Been kind of going through the rounds of the different local card shops in the area to see what they have. And one of the things I've enjoyed, as you've probably seen from the other videos, is some of these older packs that we were able to get. So I think all told we spent about $25 on everything here, but I found these packs of minor league baseball card from 94-95. Now with these ones, the chase is going to be Derek Jeter, Nomar, Billy Wagner, Mariano Rivera, players like that. And then I found these Stadium Club 1992 cards, so we'll see if we can get Will Clark in there. Then I got this Bowman Platinum and a regular Bowman from 2021. So haven't really opened too much of those years, and definitely not the Bowman Platinum. So we'll see what we get in there. But the cards that I picked up for my PC, and just because I thought they would be worthwhile, we've got this Fenwick Trimble from the Panini Prospect Edition, which came out. So it's the auto on the their version of the X-Fractor, I guess here. And you can see this is 99 of 99. So I'm assuming that's 99 of 99, not 66 of 66. But we'll get an idea of that with this Tyson Neighbors. Also a nice looking auto here on the parallel. And this one, yeah, so 99 and 99 on the last one, 151 of 199 on this one. So a couple of numbered autos on the Prospect Edition. Can't go wrong with those. Don't know too much about these guys, but I figured take the lottery ticket on that. Then I got a few things for the PC. We've got the Terrell Owens on the Touchdown Masters. So I believe that one is from last year. So saw that, figured this is like the NBA Jam essentially for the NFL. So thought that was a fun card, and I don't have that much of the TO for the Niners. Found in Origins of Michael Williams. This was $1, and I'm like, you know what? If he turns into anything, then it's great. Just loading up on some of the younger prospects. And then I found this Brock Purdy. This one was, I think, $4 or something like that. But I saw it. I'm like, you know what? Brock Purdy numbered to 199 on the blue, celebrating a touchdown here. Hey, I'm all about that. So hopefully he comes back healthy pretty soon here. But sounds like he's gonna be struggling this whole year. But those were the 5 cards that I ended up picking up as singles. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our cards. I'll start out here with the Bowman here, just to get us kind of primed for some prospects. Hopefully we get some good ones here. So we got Charlie Blackmon on the veterans, Brian Anderson, Bryce Harper, Yadier Molina, Francisco Lindor, and then we got Trevor Larnach on the Chrome Prospect card, and Mackenzie Gore on the Chrome Prospect card. And then we've got Alek Manoah on the Prospect card, and Tyler Callahan, and Miguel Amaya. So some fun Prospect cards, nothing super crazy out of that one. But let's go ahead and get into our minor league, because we've got a bunch of those. We'll open up maybe a couple of those, see how they go, and if it's a lot of fun, maybe we'll save a few more until later. I think I'm going to have to cut these ones open here, so hopefully I don't mess up the cards. All right. So again, we're looking for guys who made it to the majors and Hall of Famers in this group, and I'm already seeing one on the back, but yeah, these are sticking together pretty well. We got Jim Pitsley on the league leader, Jay Witasek, Brian Stumpf, Gary Wilson, Neil Weber, Dan Ricabal. There's a Billy Wagner, and of course that one got stuck to the previous one, so that's kind of a bummer there. So go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to sleeve up the Billy Wagner just to show some respect for the dude. Definitely a good player. We'll get him up here on the stand. Got Billy McMillian. And yeah, that one's sticking to the Steve Whitaker behind that. Jason Thompson, Travis Welch, Ramon Morel, and there we go, Scott Rowland, another Hall of Famer there. So let's go ahead and slip him into a sleeve. Man, he looks little in that. It's funny because I saw him when I was growing up play for a number of different teams there, and so you see you remember the last year that these guys played, and so you're like, oh, that's kind of an older player. And yeah, we don't need to put these guys in anything special. Go ahead and open up another one of these. So we got two of the chases. Let's see if we can get a Jeter, a Nomar, a Mo Rivera. We got the wrong Rivera for the Yankees, Ruben Rivera, but that's kind of a fun looking card here. And looks like we got things sticking together pretty well. John Donati, Curtis Godwin, Scott Davison, James Lofton. I remember James Lofton, the football receiver, but not James Lofton, the baseball player, so pretty sure that guy's not one who made it. Daryl May, Chris Widger. I do remember him making it to the majors. Mike Toney, Jake Patterson, Doug Million. Man, there are a lot of Doug Millions and Doug McMillions, so hopefully he made his millions, but I don't remember him in the majors. Brett Hinchcliffe, Jimmy Haynes, who I do think made it, Chris Carpenter, who definitely made it, so we're going to go ahead and sleeve him up, just because anyone who actually became something might as well get sleeved up here, so I'll put him behind Billy Wagner. And then we've got Troy Forden. All right, let's jump into the next one. And again, slicing that open, hopefully these ones stop sticking together so poorly here. So actually they're sticking together very well, but not the way we want them to. All right. First card here is Larry Sutton on the league leader parallel. And we've got Andy Larkin. Let's get this trash out of the way here. Ira Smith, Jeff Martin, Brett Wagner, wrong Wagner, Joe Mascavesh, Ryan Nye, Ricky Otero, Everett Stool, Kareem Garcia, who actually made it. I remember him playing for the Diamondbacks. I think it was where he played mostly. He also played for the A's, I think. Kevin Gallagher, Will Kinane, who I think also made it to the majors, Jeff Ritchie, who I don't think made it, and then Todd Schmidt. So that was kind of a dud pack we had there. Now let's see if we can redeem ourselves with this next one. All right. And this is not going to be the start we're looking for. Benji Simonton, Chris Stewart, Esteban Loaiza. Now, he did make it. I'm not sure. This guy, I think, did some weird stuff, so I don't think I'm going to sleeve him up. Mark Johnson, Kevin Northrup, Edgardo Alfonso. I remember him. He actually made it, so we'll give him a little bit of respect here. Played for the Mets and for the Giants. Definitely, Giants did not get their money's worth with him, but I did meet him in person in spring training one year. Ron Coomer, Jamie Daspit, Nick Morrow. Yeah, these are sticking together pretty well. Jacob Viano, Derek Lee. That's another good one here. Definitely a guy who made it and played really well for the Marlins and the Cubs. Part of that Steve Bartman group. I'm going to go ahead and put him on top of Scott Rowland for now. Joe McEwing, who I know had a stint in the majors as well, so he'll get over here. Mark Ferris and Jeremy Kendall. Now, they do have Jason Kendall in this, so We're missing the right Kendall in this particular group. So last pack of this minor league baseball. So a little bit of a fun rip, a little bit of a weird rip, but if we can get a Jeter, if we can get a Nomar or a Mariano Rivera, that would be a big win. So we'll see how we do with this last pack. All right. So Joe Vitello, don't recall him. There we go. Kevin Millar, notorious for winning a World Series with the Red Sox. So we'll go ahead and get him sleeved up. We'll throw him up on a stand. And I see another flash in the pan kind of major leaguer here. So Todd Hollandsworth won the Rookie of the Year. He was part of that Dodgers Rookie of the Year string that they had. That they just kept bringing up rookies that did well. He also played for the, I want to say he played for the Rockies for a little bit there. Eric Miller, Mark Valdez, Jose Pett. I'm not sure what he pet, but I don't think we want to get even deeper into that. Matt Manti, I'm pretty sure he also made it. I'm pretty sure he was a submariner, if I recall, or side armor. Cedric Allen, don't recall him. All right, Danny Perez. Doug Malicki. And again, another name we're not going to go into a whole lot of depth on. Earl Johnson. Last couple of cards. There's a good one. Paul Konerko. It's another great player, another World Series champion with the White Sox in that improbable run. Although they did have a pretty stacked team. Then we have Kevin Grejak. And who do we have here? Pat Watkins. So struck out on the Jeter, struck out on the Mo Rivera, but we were able to get a few decent future MLB players and stars. And we'll jump into the 92 Stadium Club here. Again, I'm looking for Giants and Hall of Famers from this pack. So Stadium Club always kind of had that nice picture. They want to promote these Super Kodak picture cards. So there we go. There's a nice one. We'll get Greg Maddux on here. And these ones want to stick together too. So, and that's got some pretty decent damage down in the corner. So, I'm making it worse here. Let me get that Greg Maddux. So Armando Reynoso, recall him. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve up Greg, even though that's in pretty poor shape. John Wiener. So congratulations on the classic name. And we've got Jose Gonzalez, Kim Batiste. Next card here is Bob Zupchik, Leo Gomez. So I'm glad we got that Greg Maddux, because outside of that, not getting a whole lot. And you know what? We'll get Junior's dad in here. I do remember Bobby Witt Sr. So we'll get him up there. We've got Floyd Bannister, Greg Vaughn, who's a decent player for a bit here. Our 92 club membership, we definitely need to hang on to that. Get that time machine fired up. Carl Willis, Mark Eichhorn, Mike Fitzgerald, Jeff Reardon with his Bearden. Jeff Reardon is seriously Bearden. And Matt Young. So outside of, Bobby Sr. and Greg Maddux, not the best pack here, but we'll get into pack number 2, see if we can get any better luck. And I'm already seeing a little bit better luck on the front, although the name is probably not the name we want to get here. Go ahead and open this up. But we got the Member's Choice on the Chuck Knobloch. So this was pre him forgetting how to throw to first. So we'll sleeve him up and pour one out for his career later on. So we'll keep stacking him on top of the Stadium Clubs. We got Tim Scott, Joe Bover, Bill Landrum. Don't really need that. Baseball checklist. Man, cards 701 to 800. Man, did they print a lot of cards. So no wonder we're not getting a whole lot of interesting things. Bob Welch for the A's. Is that Jack Morris? Jack Morris. You know what? Jack Morris was a good pitcher. He had that one just lightning streak for the Twins. So we'll get him in there. Donnie Hill. Wayne Rosenthal. Eric Bullock for the Expos. Another club membership. Paul Assenmacher. So, yeah, not worrying about what he's doing. Brooke Jacoby. Dennis Boucher. Jack Armstrong. Pretty sure that's from Major League. It feels like it. And then Scott Ruskin. So not a whole lot to write home about on that pack there. So let's get into the last pack. This is our Bowman Platinum. Save this one for last because I'm hoping we get something decent. And these will be more recent names. And we're already seeing the card in the back, so we will pull him to the front here. So we got Taj Bradley on the rookie card. We've got Anthony Volpe on the rookie card. Drew Thorpe on the prospect card, who's in a lot of tops this year. And then Juan Soto, there we go, numbered to 75 on that one. So, hey, I'm not going to complain about that. 999.5. Not sure what that means, but I will take it. Let's go ahead and sleeve him up. Toss them up there. Let's see what's... Yeah, these other ones are your basic cards, so we'll go ahead and sleeve those guys up because they at least deserve it. And we'll go through a quick recap of what we got here. So we'll start with the Fleeric Cell and go through those first. So a few decent cards. We got the Paul Konerko, Todd Hollinsworth, Kevin Millar, Billy Wagner, Chris Carpenter, Derek Lee, and Scott Rowland, and then Edgardo Alfonso. So a couple of Hall of Famers in that we were able to pull. We got the Taj Bradley, Anthony Volpe, and Drew Thorpe on the rookie and prospect cards from the Bowman Platinum. And then our biggest hit is the Juan Soto on the numbered to 75. And then we got Jack Morris, Chuck Knobloch, Bobby Witt, and Greg Maddux from the Stadium Club. So kind of a fun rip. We got at least one decent card that's worth noting. But if you enjoyed this one, give me a like, and if not, give me a comment and let me know what you'd like to see. So appreciate you hanging out with me, and we'll see you again next time.